Hey guys, this is Clara. I'm one of the physios at Wellness Embodied, and today I would like to talk about age-related dizziness and imbalance. So what does this all mean? As everything else in our body, when we age, certain systems start deteriorating as well. Is that wear and tear that we always talk about? And unfortunately, that wear and tear also affects our balance system. So when we talk about balance, we need to talk about three subsystems. Our balance is controlled by our eyes, our vision. It's controlled by our vestibular system that lives in our inner ear. And also is controlled by our proprioceptive system. That is that information that our skin, muscles, or joints send to our brain. Like for example, if I close my eyes and I think where my body parts are, I can still tell that my feet are on the ground, that my arms are crossed, that my hand is touching my arm. All that is thanks to that proprioceptive system. So what happens is, if any of those systems start failing, our balance is going to get affected. And unfortunately, when we age, the three systems can get affected. For example, common things that happen to people over, let's say, 50 years old are vision problems like cataracts or glaucoma, or some other people start losing the vision. Some others get joint pain or joint stiffness or muscle weakness. All that can affect the proprioceptive system. And then some other people get affected by some injuries or diseases in the inner ear. Studies have found that people over the age of 50 have more chances of suffering from vertigo. They also found that other people that suffer from dizziness have 3 more chances of falling than people under 50. And also they found that if you fall once, you have higher risk of falling a second time. So what happens after fall is what we call the fall cycle. So people usually are feeling unsteady, so they stop moving because they are scared if they move they're gonna fall. So when you don't move, your muscles get weaker, your joints get stiffer, and your balance system stops working. So then when you start working again, you're weaker than what you were before, so you have higher chances of falling again. So it's a very vicious circle that we need to break. We never advise our patients to stay sitting and keeping steady at home. We always advise them to move in a safe way, obviously, with all the assistance that they require. Some people might need a walker, some people might need a stick. Some people might need to avoid steps because they are too hard for them to do until they get stronger. But moving is definitely good for you, and is what helps you to feel better and to recover that balance. So for example, here at Wellness Embodied, we run a balance class once a week for our patients, where everybody has their own exercises, and we focus mainly on helping them to achieve things that they can't do at home anymore, like going up and down steps, or doing some turns, or carrying heavy stuff like grocery shopping while they're walking, or being able to walk and talk to a friend without getting dizzy because they're turning the head, and all things like that. So if you know anyone that has had a fall, or you feel very unsteady when you walk, or you know someone that does, just advise them to go and see a doctor or a health professional, and they will help you to find further assistance. Right, if you have any questions in regards to balance, just send me a message. I'm happy to help you with anything. Have a good day.